Hello, I'm the Bowmeister, and welcome to my Final Fantasy II playthrough. This is a new game to me. I've played a little bit of it before. I actually played a little bit last night. I'm gonna show my loaded file. Excuse me. I made it all the way up to Snowfield, which is I think I was about a third of the way through. Maybe a fourth way through. I'm not sure exactly how long this game is. I've played 7 hours. I got lost for a little bit, so I was stuck wandering around. So, we're going to go ahead and dive right into a new file. Assuming I can get back to it. There we go. And it's going to go through the whole process of checking memory cards. Make sure there's enough space. Alright, so we have Firion, Maria, Gus, and Leon. Trying to decide if I want to change character name here or not. Sure. We're gonna go ahead and change just his name. Something a little more pronounceable. You know what? We're gonna keep with the 6-letter F name. We're gonna name him Figaro. Works for me. Alright, so we got Figaro, Maria, Gus, and Leon. Start game name with these name assignments? Absolutely. Alright, so we're gonna watch this lovely pre-rendered scene here. Forgive me if I sound a little weird. I'm currently trying to fight off the last vestiges of this cold I've caught last week. So if you hear me snuffle and cough, I'll try my best to edit out when I can, or I'll try and cough during duplicate battles. Excuse me. But I do apologize. So, this town looks like it's in some major trouble here, and people are running away. We're getting attacked by something. Obviously, we know there's a someone, but I'm not sure what's causing buildings to just completely crumble. Wall fire. That must be Figaro. Here come these nasty-looking night creatures. And a swing. And a guard. Come on, let's go. Oh, you actually got a hit on him. Look at that. Knocked him down. Good for you, man. Throwing daggers at him. Oh, nice shot. But apparently that didn't take him down for long. Jesus. Alright, just keep running, guys. I mean, your lives do depend on it. Just keep running. We watch as our city burns. But who are these mysterious youths? Or people? I'm not even sure if they're all youths. All we know is that we had to escape from this evil entity. And that begins Final Fantasy II. So as soon as we get down to sprites here in just a moment. Here we go. Alright, we're running from these black-looking things. Imperial Soldier, you've come a long way from Finn, but you've nowhere left to run. Figaro! No escape. By Imperial order, all who defy us shall be put to death. You've brought this upon yourselves. You peasants never learn, do you? Alright, so here we go. Very first battle of the game, and it's against 4 Black Knights. We have a max of 40 health with us here. We have, we have 4 standard spells here. We have Attack, Magic, Equip, and Flee. Magic. Figaro has no magic right now. Maria has no magic. Equip. She's got a bow and unarmed. Oh, we'll move back here real quick. His equipment. He's got a broadsword and a buckler. Gus has an axe and he's unarmed. And Leon has a buckler and a broadsword in his left hand. Excuse me. I'm trying really hard not to cough right now. And they're doing almost 800 damage a swing. Maria gets 1 shot off, but that's all for naught. And she gets 900 damage. Alright. We've been defeated. Poor us. Okay. Will he survive, Mindu? Yes, Your Highness. He should regain consciousness in no time. I feel strong energy from him. That is good. On the retreat out of Flynn, I found him and the other 2 lying in their own blood. We should leave him for now. This magic sigil will strengthen his life force. Thank you, Mindu. That is wonderful. Well, let's join the others. They must be waiting for us. Once the Empire completes the Dreadnought and Basques, it may be well launch all-out war. We must move quickly. And they leave. Mindu looks back at us one more time, and we get up. Where am I? Where is everyone else? Leon! Maria! Gus! Alright, I'll walk out the door. Figaro, I'm so glad you're alive. I thought I'd... Maria! Gus! Where's Leon? Finn Princess saved us, but Leon not here. I see. I'm sure he's fine. I see you have regained your strength. Your Highness, please allow us to join the rebel forces. Nonsense. You would only waste your lives in the war. You must go home at once. But, Your Highness, we no longer have homes, and our parents, they're... Oh, I'm very sorry for your losses. You are welcome to stay in Altair. You need only know our secret code to live here. Alright, so before we do anything else, we're going to go to our menu here. We have 400 gil, 0 steps, and we're in the Rebels hideout. Items, we have no items. In this game, we actually have an actual counter that tells us how many items we have. You'll see that if we ever pick up an item from an enemy here. We're using sort. You see that here with sort. Items will be sorted as specified in the config menu. We'll see that here in a minute. Magic, we can see our magic spells. Nothing spectacular there. Everyone's equipped because we have nothing else. Everyone has at least body. Maria's got a shirt, and Gus and Figaro have leather armor. You can equip based on the strongest or best defense. So move on to status. Figaro, right-handed, attack 10, accuracy 70%, defense 2, evasion at 14, magic defense at 22%, Strength 10, Endurance 10, Spirit 10, Agility 10, Intelligence 10, and Magic 5. If you see in the right-hand side there, you have a whole bunch of masteries: Unarmed, Sword, or Dagger, Dagger, Sword, Staff, Axe, Spear, Bow, and Shield. So every time we use his sword and shield, we'll gain mastery points to it. Same thing with Maria and Gus. Maria, attack 3, accuracy 55%, defense 1, evasion 10, magic defense 20%, strength 5, endurance 5, spirit 10, agility 15, intelligence 15, and magic 5. And then Gus, attack 17, accuracy 70%, defense 2, evasion 1%, magic defense 25%, strength 15, endurance 15, spirit 10, agility 5, intelligence 10, and magic 5. Okay. Formation. We're going to move Maria forward. As you can see, we don't have levels. What happens in this game is that when you level up, or as you level up in quotation marks, you increase a skill based on what you use. So if you attack, you'll not only increase your weapon skill, you'll also increase your strength. If you use magic, you'll increase magic intelligence and your magic points. If you get hit often enough, you will increase like your hit points and your endurance, and if you dodge attacks, you can eventually do your agility. So it's this game is kind of a weird mix, because not only do you have to worry about life and whatnot, but you also have to worry about whether or not your armor will either help you or hinder you. It can help by saving your butt with your defense, but you can also not level up as fast if you keep all your points handy. Or not if you keep all your points handy, but if you keep all your points, or if you keep your stats high, in terms of like your equipable stats, you won't raise them as your base stats as fast. Keywords. In this game, you can collect certain keywords. You can ask certain people. Here in a minute, we'll actually get a keyword. Auto target decides how the party adapts when a targeted foe is defeated. So we can either auto target the next foe, or we can just if selected target is gone, action is automatically redirected, or we can just let them attack empty air. We'll leave on the auto target map when we actually get the ability to use the map, because right now it's grayed out. We can either select globe or map. Circle dash, we can either turn that on or off. We'll keep it on because it helps us move faster on localized maps. Cursor, we can either put it in default or memory. We'll keep it on default. Sound output is on stereo. Controller, we're going to leave it. Text speed, we are going to increase that because I'm tired of waiting for it to crawl. Item sorting, we can actually decide what we wanted to sort as. We can either put restorative items, combat items, weapon, armor, and others. We're going to leave restorative items on top, just because it'll be a lot easier to access any potions that we need. Vibration, I'll keep that on. Window color, we can change the color based on a 31? Yeah, on a 31 color, or 31 number color palette. We're going to leave it for what we have now. We're going to go to the collections, actually. Bestiary, there are 120, if I can get down there, there's 128 different enemies in the game. Item collection. As we collect items, we will find them there. In the art gallery, we'll see various pieces of art of various things we'll come across in the game. Okay. And then memo file is quick save, essentially, which we'll probably use in dungeons and whatnot, or before dungeons. So we'll go talk to Hilda again. The password is Wild Rose. Don't forget. So we have three options when we have certain characters. We can ask, memorize, and items. We're going to go and memorize real quick, and then the cursor will move up to Wild Rose. If there's a keyword, the word will be red if it's a keyword. If it's yellow, the word is an important word or an item. Okay, so now we'll ask about Wild Rose. The Wild Rose is Finn's crest, strong and beautiful as she once was. But now, what will become of Finn? I hear captives are being gathered in Finn. Speaking of which, Maria's brother has been reported missing. Perhaps he is being held in Finn. Monsters prowl the city now, so even approaching it is dangerous. Alright, so like I said, we can ask, we can memorize. Does not seem to have a keyword to memorize, so we can use that for any time in items. If we need to, like certain items we can actually give out. And I'll show that off when we actually have an item to give. I see your destiny. It is intertwined with mine. You must go to Finn. It will lead to your destined path. Asking at the Waldros. So, you've been using the password, have you? Continue doing so. It can unseal the lips of many who would not otherwise offer the time of day. Okay. To the east of here is the port town of Palum, but you can't cross the lake without a canoe. Alright, so we need a canoe, and that's an example of a yellow worded item. You wish to go to Finn? Oh no, you shouldn't. The place is crawling with the monsters the Emperor brought. You'd be lucky to even make it to the village of Gatreya up north. He's kind of a jerk. Just saying. And these guys, I think, they say the exact same thing. Excuse me. This is where the rebel army strategies are made. Yeah, they say the exact same thing. So we need to talk one of them at a time. Alright, we just came from there, so we're going to run this way. The empty room here, or this room here. This is the king's room. His Majesty took an injury on the way from Finn in his escape. I was hit in the back by an arrow. I have given my daughter Hilda the command of the army. And this guy says the same thing about the king's room. Excuse me, folks. Alright, in this room, it's going to be empty, I believe, for right now. Yep, nothing in here. Excuse me, so we're going to move on down into here, talk to this guy. This is the rebels' hideout and its headquarters. Okay. Prince Gordon of Kashian Kingdom is here in Altair, but he seemed to have lost all his confidence. Princess Hilda fled Flynn when it was sacked by the Imperial Army, and so she came to Altair. She has taken command of the rebel army in place of the injured king. And we'll open this treasure chest and get a potion. Now, remember what I said that as soon as we find treasure, we'll get there? Well, yeah. On screen, we have Altair. We have one of two treasures in town, or items that we can collect in town. So that's all there is to this place. Yep, so we'll go outside of town here. Alright. Talk to this guy here. I'm Pavel, the thief of all thieves. I've been making tons by stealing from the Empire's vault, asking with the Wildrose. I don't steal from the rebels. I'm from Finn too, but the Emperor's dogs took my house and haven't been back there since. Okay. This is the town of Altair. The Imperial Army hasn't arrived here yet, but we cannot hope for that to last forever. Okay. This guy right here, this is Gordon. I am Gordon. I was a prince of Kashin, but now I'm nothing more than a coward. I left my brother Scott to die on the battlefield. I see. So you're volunteering then? I was so afraid Hilda would reject me that I stayed here, wasting away. So he's very upset that his brother got hurt. Okay. Item shop. We have a lot more items in this game than we did in Final Fantasy 1. First, in fact, we have 3 sellers. So we have potions, high potions, which restore much more HP. We have eye drops, which cure darkness, and antidotes, which cure poison. Middle seller, here in town, contains the cross, which will nullify curse. Mallets, which cures amnesia. Maiden's kiss, which cures toad. Gold needles, cure stone, returned from the first game. Phoenix Downs, first appearance in this series. Revives an ally from KO status. Restores from MP with the Aethers. Cottages. Fully restores HP and MP, but can only be used on the field. Overworld. And Elixirs fully restores HP and MP, but 50,000 gil? No. No thank you. Not right now. Alright, so there's our item shop. Oops. I did not mean to walk out of town. Alright, so we'll go down to the armor shop. Alright, so the armor shop contains bucklers, leather caps, shirts, and leather gloves. Right now we won't equip anyone with anything. We're actually going to buy magic. but I'll show that off last, I believe. Yep, because here's the weapon shop. First, we're going to attack this dude. Ooh, I am only a worthless old geezer. I'm no shaking bones and skin. I'm Tobal, the master smith for the rebel force. So, I'm sure he's important because he had gave us that ask prompt, excuse me. But we can buy a small knife, a staff, a javelin, and a broadsword. Figaro's already equipped with the broadsword, so we can't use that right now. But we will be able to here in a little bit. Well, you can use them at any time, really. It's just a matter of how you want. At this point, it's just how you want to gear your style up. Do you want to turn one of these guys into mages? Do you want to, use them as attackers? Or what? Pavel's a thief, but he's no baddie. He only steals from those with the Empire. So good for him. As I was saying, this is like one of the first games where you can actually really customize your characters into however class you want them to fight as. This building, I'm not actually sure what this is. It's a shrine of some sort, but nothing happened. So I'm assuming either revives us or gives us health or, recovers us. I don't know. So, but we're going to go ahead and buy some magic. Magic comes in the form of tome or scrolls. You buy the scrolls, and then you can let the person you want to read them use that or read that scroll, so they can use magic. And the magic levels up the same as your skills. You use magic, the higher skill's going to get. So, for example, we have the fire scroll, the bolt scroll, the ice scroll, and the cure scroll. We're going to go ahead and buy the ice scroll. And that's the only one we can use. We're going to teach Maria. Oops, wrong screen. We're going to teach Maria ice. So now you can see here we've got level 1 ice with no points to it. And then that's all there is to this building. And that's all there is to the town of Altair. So we're going to... I don't think I've talked to a couple people here. I talked to you. I didn't talk to the kid outside the weapon shop here. Excuse me. Tobal the smith in the armor shop can work wonders with his tools, but it looks like he's not doing so well these days. Alright, so we're just going to walk right outside of town here. And we're actually going to end the episode right here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please think about liking, commenting, and subscribing to see more content like this coming your way in the future. This episode will be unedited, but the rest of them will be edited as we go through some random battles. Similar to Final Fantasy 1, if any skills happen to come up, I will be more than happy to leave the skill points in there so we can see exactly what was gained. Until then, I am the Bellmeister, and as always, I have been obediently yours.